The shocking truth behind Justin Bieber's early fame and struggles. Back in 2010, I found myself in sunny Orlando, Florida, sent on a mission to interview the then-teen heartthrob Justin Bieber. At just 16, he was already riding a wave of fame, boasting a string of hits and an adoring fanbase of young girls known as Beliebers. This kid had taken the music world by storm, and I was about to meet him just before a major performance at the sprawling Amway Arena. Justin's astonishing journey began when he was just 13 years old, posting YouTube videos of himself belting out Justin Timberlake's "Cry Me a River" while still in his pajamas at home. Raised in a low-income family in Canada by a single teenage mother named Patty, his monumental talent was their way out of poverty. Who could have predicted that this kid from a modest background would become a global sensation? But fame has a twist. Before I met him, I observed the toll it was taking. His management put him through a grueling meet and greet, where hordes of fans lined up for a chance to snap a photo with their idol. I watched him grow visibly weary as the queue stretched on. I could see the stress on his face while bodyguards urged him, "Smile. Look lively. Sign that t-shirt." His exhaustion was palpable, and it was clear that fame had created a gilded cage around him. Eventually, I was led into the cramped dressing room for what was supposed to be my moment with Justin. With nearly 40 other journalists clamoring for his attention, the atmosphere was chaotic. As I faced him, I saw a kid who looked utterly bored. His once adorable feathered hairstyle drooped as he let out sleepy, rambling responses. I had to interrupt him to keep the conversation flowing, but my interruptions only drew his ire. "Why do you keep interrupting me?" he snapped, sinking lower in his seat. I felt a mix of shock and sympathy for this young superstar, who seemed more interested in zooming around on his Segway than conducting an interview. The situation escalated when his manager, Scooter Braun, stormed in, unhappy with Justin's behavior. He confiscated Justin's phone, insisting he wouldn't get it back until he learned some manners. "He has to apologize," Scooter commanded, his frustration clear. Braun has dealt with his own controversies since then, including a public spat with Taylor Swift, who accused him of bullying after he bought her former record label. Before my interview started, he'd made a comment dripping with arrogance: "I'd be wealthy without Justin Bieber." That day, the truth hit me hard. Justin, like so many child stars before him, was caught in a whirlwind of exploitation. With no control over his life and a relentless schedule that left no room for childhood, it was no surprise that he might struggle in adulthood, chaotic or even seemingly lost. Fast forward to just a few days ago, and the now 31-year-old Justin shared a candid post revealing feelings of inadequacy, words that struck a chord with many. "I feel like a fraud," he confessed, even as he was photographed puffing from a marijuana bong while perched on an electric bike. His post lamented how he has always felt unworthy despite what critics may say. "Welcome to the club," he remarked about feeling sneaky beneath the celebrity gloss. Fans are understandably concerned, especially for his well-being and that of his 7-month-old son, Jack. His wife, Hailey Baldwin, is no stranger to the spotlight, yet the intensity of this level of fame is daunting. While many might ask why we should feel sympathy for a wealthy, famous individual like Justin, it's crucial to remember that all the money in the world cannot buy normalcy. He travels in private jets, stays in luxurious hotels, and owns stunning homes, receiving his first luxury car, a Range Rover, at just 16. This level of glamour comes with a dark side. We often think fame is a smooth ride, but for those who skyrocket to stardom as children, the path can be fraught with peril. Interrupted schooling, isolation from peers, and the erosion of privacy can leave deep scars. Each blemish and misstep is amplified by the public gaze, creating a perfect storm for insecurity. He wakes every day to streams of numbers: how many records are sold, ticket sales. One can only wonder if he lies awake at night questioning everything. Am I yesterday's news? Do my colleagues genuinely care about me? Is my every action scrutinized? Who can I truly trust? In my time interviewing celebrities, I've rarely encountered one who radiated pure happiness. Most grapple with feelings of imposter syndrome, struggling to reconcile their lavish lifestyles with emotional turmoil. I recall meeting the girl band All Saints, their schedules meticulously filled out, reflecting a lack of control. They were pushed to maintain rigid diets and exercise regimes, suggesting that success comes with unrelenting pressure. As I left the venue that night years ago, I asked Scooter how he planned to protect Justin from becoming another tragic story. "I won't let that happen," he assured me. 15 years later, it's painfully clear that despite good intentions, the struggle for Justin Bieber remains an uphill battle.